Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to make this beautiful Christmas card. So we're going to make it slightly different. We're going to have it open up this way instead of this way, the way I made this one. So this one is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and then you're going to score it at 5 1/2. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So these are the pieces. We're going to use the smoky slate and this piece is cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And then these are your layers. So the basic gray is cut at 2 by 5 1/4. Then your basic black is cut at 2 by 3. And then I already have a piece cut and tore at, this is at about 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of Whisper White and you're going to cut it at 2 3/4. So it's going to fit onto the basic black. And then you're just going to rip it towards you so you get that frayed edge. And then this is the area where we're going to put some dazzling diamonds. Okay, so then if you need it cut down more, that actually looks pretty good too. So, but if you needed it cut down more, then you just cut the straight edge with your trimmer. Okay, so at least start with the 2 3/4 inch wide and then you just tear it, and then once you get it to fit, then cut it down to 1 3/4. Okay, and then you're going to need a piece of real red, and this is cut at 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then these are scraps for the bear and the trees. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some die cutting first. Okay, so we're going to use the Old Olive and the Early Espresso. Let me show you the dies we're going to use. So this is the Snow Globe Scene dies, and we're going to use the trees for the Old Olive, and then the two bears. I'm going to say the mama bear and the baby bear with the Early Espresso. But this is also available in a bundle with the Still Scene stamp set, and you can purchase these together and save 10% right now. And these are in the holiday catalog. All right, so let's go ahead and die cut these out. These bears are so cute. All right, so let's go ahead and cut it out. Look how cute. Okay, so there's the bears. Let me grab my magnetic board to put these back on there so I don't lose them, right? Okay, then we got the trees. Right there. Let me just scoop these bears up here. And then we'll move the big shot. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. We're going to stamp the buffalo check on this real red, and we're going to use the Memento ink for that. So let me grab the stamp. And this is the cling mount. It's also available in wood mount, which we don't have wood mount stamp sets anymore, but there are few in the background stamps that are still available. So I'm just going to cling this to the stamp box. And we're going to ink the buffalo check up with the Memento ink. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap so I don't get my fingers all inky. Grab the red. Okay, so here's a piece of scrap grid paper that's already got all inked up on. All right, so we're going to take our real red cardstock and we're just going to set this right onto the buffalo check, and we're just going to bring in this paper over here and we're going to press that down really, really good. And this buffalo check background is supposed to be like aged or like a vintage look to it. So it's not supposed to be stamping like crisp and clean. It's just that kind of aged look to it. So that's what we're trying to go with this Christmas card. Okay, so then there's the background. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's go ahead and move this. All right, so we're going to bring in the smoky slate. Remember, this is the base. So we're going to use the basic gray, and we're going to stamp some trees along the background. And I'm just going to kind of grab my pieces here and just kind of get an eyeball of where I want to stamp this. So this piece is going to go here and then here. So I want my trees to go along this border right up here, along the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink the tree up. And this is from, oh, let me show you the stamp set for this. This is from the Merry Moose, and it's this tree right here. And then we're also using the Happiest of Holidays for the front. And then Enjoy the Stillness of the Season for the inside. And then once again, this is available in a bundle with the Moose Punch. And you can save 10% for this bundle as well when you purchase them together. And this is also in the holiday catalog. So we're going to go ahead and stamp the tree along this border here. Okay, so then I went ahead and already stamped the greetings. So let me show you what I did for that. So I stamped the Happiest of Holidays with the basic gray, and then I layered that onto the real red. And this is the Whisper White. Okay, so then this is going to get popped up on dimensional. So let me go ahead and grab those. All right, I'm going to lay this onto the base of the card. So let me grab some snail here. And then, oh yeah, we got to stamp the basic gray. Let me grab the basic gray ink again. We're going to add the little dots, or the snow, I guess it's representing. And this is also from the Merry Moose stamp set. And the little snowflakes are in that stamp set. So I'm going to remove the tree, and I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to stamp a little background on this layer as well. Okay, that's about it. So not even halfway down the strip. Just wanted to add some images to that layer as well. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in our Whisper White piece so we can build up our bear and our little tree scene. So I'm going to pop the trees up on mini dimensionals. Okay, so we're going to take our Whisper White piece. Now remember, we're going to tear this edge. You don't have to do this part, but it kind of looks like a snow hill to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear that bottom edge, which I did at the beginning of today's video. So I'm going to add the trees, and then we're going to pop the bears up. You could also use the black mini dimensionals as well if you wanted to for the bears. I'm just going to use white because I have the white ones here. Then we're just going to take our mama bear, put her right over here, and then take the little baby bear. Isn't that sweet? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, so then we're going to add some glitter along this bottom edge, and I'm going to take the liquid glue for that. And then I'm also going to dot the background as well as the trees. Now on my sample here, you can also add the snowflake sequins, which are also in the holiday catalog right now. Let me show you how pretty these are. I might still add a couple of those, so I'll just go ahead and leave them out. But for the background, I added the snowflakes and then also some snowflakes to the trees, as well as some dots with the glitter. But right now we're just going to go ahead and do the glitter. Okay, so I just added, hopefully you can see that. So I just added some little dots with the liquid glue, and then I covered that little torn edge. And then I'm going to bring in my Dazzling Diamonds, which is the best glitter ever, in my opinion. Okay, so then the glitter is on the glue and also on their little snowbank. And then you can come back in with your glue again, and you can add a couple snowflakes if you want. So that's what I'm going to do here. So your Take Your Pick tool is going to be your best friend for this, because we're going to use this little putty end for picking up our little snowflakes. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay, I think that's it. You could add some more over on the side, which I think I will. Let me go ahead and do that. These snowflakes are so delicate and so cute. Oh. Let's grab one more here. So cute. All right, so let's go ahead and layer this now onto the basic black. And since we just did add all the glitter, I'm just going to go ahead and put the adhesive on the basic black piece. Just going to layer that right over top of that. Just like that. Whoop, that snowflake came off. Okay. Just don't want to squish my glue and move my snowflakes. So we'll set that aside just for a second. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and pop this piece up on dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to put this over top of the buffalo check. Just like that. Then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. It's going to go over here. Just like that. And then take our greeting, Happiest of Holidays. I'm going to put that up along the top. Okay, now one more thing. We're going to grab some ribbon. So this is the, let me think here. This is the 1/2" black satin ribbon. We're just going to slide this underneath the basic gray piece. And I'm going to tie a knot, but let me cut it first. Just adjust the ribbon a little bit. All right, then we're just going to trim the tails. A bit more on this one here. There we go. Okay, then one more thing that I did do is I added a bunch of the shimmer paint, and this is the Champagne Mist. Y'all know I love this. And I'm just going to spray the card and swoop up and catch all that shimmer. And it dries totally clear with just leaving the shimmer on the card, but isn't that beautiful? And then here's the other one. And then for one more thing, you can add a piece of Whisper White to the inside, which is what I did for this one. And I used that Enjoy the Stillness of the Season, which is from the Mary Moose stamp set right there. Okay, so there you go. That's how you make that beautiful Christmas card. All right, so if you have any questions, just let me know. And then also I have all the items listed below. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.